When playing a guitar by yourself or with a band, it is very critical that you tune the guitar first. A guitar tuning is the key component to a guitar for it to sound the correct way. You can't be Jimi Hendrix and have your guitar out of tune if you want to play like him. There is a standard tuning of the guitar as well as other tunings with the guitar, including 4 or 5 different tunings that a lot of musicians play in today's times. The tunings have come a long way since the beginning from the standard tuning that everyone originally is used to. I've been playing guitar since I was 12 years old, so I've had a lot of practice with tuning the guitar. The strings are made from phosphorus metals that have different coatings on them to keep the longevity of them up to par, and they also have very good, I would say they have very good life from the way they are wound. They are multiple strings intertwined and wound to make one string, and that's how you get the tightness and the stiffness of the strings to make the sound when you strum the chord. So today I'm going to be explaining to you how to tune a guitar. So I'm going to take a seat right here to be able to do this demonstration. And first thing you're going to need is an acoustic or an electric guitar itself. And this is what the instrument will look like. You have 6 strings on the guitar, starting from the top to the bottom. You have the low E, you have the A, you have the G chord, the D chord, the B string, and the high E string. And when you tune a guitar, you start from the bottom up. Your number 1 string is always going to be the bottom, the top string being the 6th string. You will also need a pick. A pick is a tool used to strum the guitar to create the resonance and the sound for you to get the beautiful melodic sounds that you're looking for from the guitar. Also, the last thing that you will need to tune a guitar is a tuner. So as you can see, this is a tuner, and this tuner is what we use to take the vibrations and the sound from the guitar, and it uses that to basically tune the guitar and have, I'm sorry, let me get this back in there. And it's what is used to tune the guitar, and you will attach it to the guitar neck itself. And when I strum a string, it's going to give me the tuning, and you have here on the headstock that you will turn either up to make the sound of the guitar go up, or down for the guitar sound to go down. And I will demonstrate that here in just a minute. But as we start, we will start with the low, or with the first E string. We will strum the E string. The tuner is going to give me the tuning, whether it's high or low, and we will turn the keys to be able to adjust the volume or adjust the tuning of the string to get it right in line of where we need to be. So I'm going to tune the first string, which will be my high E string, and that's a little high. So I'm going to tune that until on my screen I have an E, it shows the letter E, and you have 2 notches beside it. And when those 2 notches light up blue, that means you are in tune. So I have my E string tuned. I'll go now to my B string. I'll strum my B string. It's also a little high, so I'm going to turn it down. And these keys, if you can hear, when I turn the key, you're going to notice the sound drop way down. And so that right there is how I will be able to tune my guitar. And you'll find that the G string, I'll tune the G string, and I will get the lights to shine on both sides of the chord, and I will have it in tune. And now I'm going to go to the next string, which is the D string, and I'm going to tune it until I have the lights lit up on both sides. And then I'm going to go to the A string, I will tune the A string, which is the 5th string. I've got it in tune, and I'll tune the low E string. Alright, now I have all 6 strings tuned to standard tuning. And at the time we have the tuning in 2 for each string, we want to make sure that the strings together, all 6 strings together, are tuned as well. So what I like to do then is make an E chord, because both top and bottom strings are E's. And those strings should sound in harmony when you strum both of them together. So when I strum this E chord, it's going to give me on my tuner the E symbol with both lines on both sides, the notches lit up blue to let me know that I'm in tune. So I will strum the E chord, and both sides of the E chord lit up blue. So that means I now have the standard tuning for the acoustic or electric guitar. They're both the same. You can buy many different tuners that will, you have some that are handheld, you have some that clip on the guitar, you have some that are foot pedals that you can use if you're in a band and it's a loud noise, a loud crowd. You can use the foot pedal, or this tune like I have here, which goes by vibrations instead of just sound. Because a lot of times if it's noisy, you're not going to be able to get just the right tuning if it's picking up every noise around you. So now that I have every string tuned to the E chord, it says it is correct. That is how you tune a guitar to standard tuning. And I would also like to note, there's a tip that if you have a guitar that has been tuned before, most of the times the strings will stay in tune for the most part a few weeks at a time, depending on temperature in the room. There's a lot of different variations. It could get knocked over that could knock a guitar out of tune, but for the most part, it stays very, very close in tune at all times. But if you pick up a guitar and say you don't have a tuner, you can always tune a guitar by what I call the 2 method. And the 2 method is every 2 strings you can press in the 5th fret, and when you strum those 2 strings, they will sound in harmony to give you the sound that you're looking for. So let's take, for instance, here, I'm going to start on the top of the string. I'm going to go this way instead of from the first, and I'm going to put my first finger on the top of the 6th string in the 5th fret, which is the 5th little notch here on the neck of the guitar. And when I hold that string down and I strum the 6th and the 5th string, that's going to tune my E string, my low E string. So when I do, if you can hear that, you notice it is a little high. So I want to back it down just a little bit. And right there, I'm in tune with the low E. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stick my first finger on the 5th string in the 5th fret, and I'm going to strum the 5th and the 4th string, and that's going to tune my A string. So I'm going to go. So there it is. I have my A string tuned. That lets me know that I'm in tune there. And now I'm going to do the same thing. First finger on the 4th string in the 5th fret, and I'll do the 4th and the 3rd string. And on my G string there, that is the correct tuning for it. Now, when you go to the 3rd string, you're going to go to the 4th fret. You're going to go down 1 fret. And I'm going to put my finger on the 3rd string in the 4th fret, and I'm going to strum the 3rd and the 2nd string. And it's going to sound like... And there again, it is correct. That is the correct tuning. And now I'm going to do the 2nd string in the 5th fret. You go back up to the 5th fret, and I'm going to strum the 1st and the 2nd string. So there you see again, that is a quick and easy way that I call the 2 method. Every 2nd string you strum in the 5th fret, other than the 3rd string, you'll strum in the 4th, to get the E. And that will put you in correct standard tuning for the acoustic or the electric guitar. So that is one way that you can tune your guitar before you play. You always want to make sure you're in tune and make sure that you have your guitar and your pick. You can check it, make sure there is no cracks or nicks on it, make sure your tuner is working, and at that time you can play the guitar in any key you want, and that is how to tune a guitar in standard tuning.